Hey, what's up, it's iCkEdMeL. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to be doing an update with Quawan Charles. It's going to be kind of brief. I got to head out. Got to take Maddie to the park. But this update is what we've been talking about previously on the video. So first of all, if you haven't seen this video that I made about Janet and Gavin and the history of her that she has, even with other kids and her ex, and you need to go check out that video. Quick FYI, Janet is the woman that comes with her son, Gavin, in the car to pick up Quawan. And they go outside of the car, they play with the dog, and they leave. So obviously they knew about each other. And if you watch the history video, you'll know how they're associated. They went to school together and all that kind of stuff, though the parents say they didn't know Gavin.
His attorneys for the family say the newly revealed audio implicates Janet Irvin, who was allegedly the last woman seen with him. Those attorneys now calling for her arrest.
Yes, I should have called the cops. I should have went further.
Attorneys for the family of Quawan Charles.
So she was saying that she should have called the cops, she should have went further because they were aware that he didn't make it home that night. And from what we're going to read the Crime Online article too. I have it here somewhere. We're going to read the Crime Online article, but apparently, allegedly, they knew that he didn't get home.
Charles say this audio, obtained exclusively by CBS This Morning, is Janet Irvin admitting to a private investigator she did not call police right after she realized Quawan ran away from her home. Irvin and her 17-year-old son are allegedly...
And we spoke about that. I mean, the story she's saying is the story she's saying. Who knows if that's even all true or what is or what's not. But I'm going to play the clips for you after how we spoke about that on the previous one of the previous videos.
Two of the last people to see the 15-year-old alive.
I get off of work at like noon Friday. So we go out to Baldwin. We pick him up.
Surveillance video appears to show Irvin picked Quawan up outside his father's house in Baldwin, Louisiana on October 30th, the same day he was reported missing by his parents. In the audio recordings, Irvin's son tells a private investigator he and Quawan did drugs at Irvin's home.
Did he smoke something or did he come over?
Yeah, smoked some weed, that was it.
So he said they smoked weed and that was it. It's possible that was it. It's possible that it was not. And like I said, it's important to know her history, because if you see her history, there was synthetic substances in her history. So I just wonder if he had gotten some sort of synthetic substance. And if there was more, they probably wouldn't admit to it anyway, but it would come out in the results, the test results, which we're still waiting on.
Ronald Haley and Chase Trishelle are attorneys for Quawan's family. It was their private investigator who recorded this conversation with Irvin and her son. Haley says when Irvin did not call the police until days after Quawan disappeared, she committed a crime.
She knew something was wrong and did nothing. And the fact that she did nothing, it speaks volumes as to what her involvement was in this case.
The coroner's office says he likely drowned, but according to the family's attorney, the water in the sugarcane field is very shallow. They believe if drugs were in Quawan's system, it contributed to his death.
And this is what we've been talking about the entire time, is this is a very likely possibility. It's possible whatever he was given, and this is not to also disparage whatever he was doing or using or anything like that on him or anything or his character, and he was given into it by Gavin. They're teenagers. Problem was there was an adult literally that picked him up, took him to the house. And if you know her history, I just would find it hard to believe that she doesn't know what's going on in that house. I mean, it's possible, kids are doing something and the parents don't know, but given her history, I wouldn't be surprised if she was in on there doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, she seemed to me, given that history that we talked about, that type of mom, that party mom, that mom that wants to be with the kids, partying and wants to be cool kind of thing.
We think the toxicology report is going to vindicate what we're saying today. Janet Irvin can be charged with delinquency to minors, serving minors drugs. And
I want to take you back a little bit to some of the things that we mentioned in the previous video that we spoke about before on this situation, given the history. Now, with regards to the history of Janet, it's very telling, and this kind of leads to the theory that I haven't really spoken about publicly, only to the people that I speak to on the phone or in the DMs. I think this may be a situation where he went and hung out with these people. They might have gave him something. They all took something and he left on his own, and something might have happened with whatever they gave to him. Maybe if he was found that day, maybe something could have been done. I mean, ultimately, if people did give him substances, these people are definitely responsible. And who knows what they gave him, but he could have had a bad trip. I've tried shrooms once myself. I've spoken about it. I just can't imagine somebody 15 years old, if that's what he was on, if that's what he was given, to go through that by yourself. It can be kind of scary. And also, if you're tripping, you're having a bad experience, he could have walked off on his own, maybe to get away from these people. Maybe he didn't like the vibe. Maybe he was having a bad trip. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. You absorb your surroundings and the people that are around you. So if you're around bad, negative people and you're having a bad trip, you're going to absorb that and you're going to want to leave. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We still got to wait on all the results. Sheriff Tommy Romero said investigators have spoken with at least one witness who reportedly saw Charles before his death in the area where he was later found. I'm wondering about that witness, and I'm wondering about the video that they said he was supposedly wandering on his own by himself. While Chasten declined to discuss the reasons for the eviction at first, he eventually admitted he received reports of drug activity at the trailer and wanted no part of it. She has a date with local criminal court judge in December and faces charges of possession of synthetic cannabinoid and possession of drug paraphernalia. That synthetic spice and all that crazy stuff, that stuff is no joke. People have gone to the hospital for that stuff. It's just like fake weed. They use all these different chemicals. Who knows? God knows what. So harmful for you. If he had that, if they gave him that could offer some sort of explanation. People's heart rates have gone high. They've had to go to the hospital, just tachycardia. I had a friend a long time ago, many years ago, my friend Chris. He told me this story that he went to the club with his friends and he thought they were smoking regular weed, like marijuana. He thought it was smoking regular stuff. And I guess they thought it would be funny to give him laced stuff. It wasn't what he thought it was. He was knocked out, passed out in the club. I don't know what they gave this guy, passed out. And he came to a while after. And that's it as far as the Quawan Charles update. I'm wondering if Janet's going to try to push this off on Gavin. As he gave him this stuff, I didn't know what they were doing. They did that stuff and he left. I didn't know he left. I didn't know what was going on. And so I don't know if she's just going to try to push it off maybe on him. You guys comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that. I also wonder what was that full recorded conversation. I'm sure we only just got given glimpse or clips of that conversation. I wonder what else they had to say, and I wonder if they will release the rest of the audio, or is it just going to be that and left for court. By the way, please support yesterday's video that I made on Kaya Taylor. Go check out that missing girl. Also, you can check out Veronica Diaz. I'll put all the links down below for the playlist. And if you'd like to see the Quawan Charles last video I did, which was not on Janet, but like the history of the Baldwin Police and all this demographics and all the interesting stuff about that area, definitely check that out. Thank you guys for all the support. Take care of yourself. Peace. I see